All right. So, hey everyone. Hey music producers and sound designers, welcome back to the stream. Today, we're going to be looking at how I designed a one-off sound. So, in this session, I'm going to break down a little bit of patch assembly. This sound is inspired by the sounds of Destiny and Sand or Dune. So, the first thing I'm going to do I have here is my version of Reaktor opened up in Ableton as a plugin. So I have it here, and what we've done, we've built out a sound that represents like something out of Dune. So the theme for this is Destiny, tribal ancestry, um, and like the Arrakis theme from Destiny. So I built this using Reaktor blocks only, and this really is kind of trying to channel that feeling of Dune's universe. So I started off with a note in, and then I used an oscillator with a sine wave, and then a filter, and an amp, and we added a few pitch envelopes to. We added a couple of envelopes, one to the filter and one to the amp, to build this out. And then we've done a second oscillator. This one's hooked up to an 8-step sequencer, and it is driving the second sound. So the first sound would be our actual saw. I just mixed them up. First one would be our saw, second one would be our pulse, our sine wave. So let me number these so we can finish this off. And here's the sound. Something we would sound hear from like another universe. I'm gonna add another effect on here so that we can add a little bit of delay. Let's bring some delay in. We're going to go to racks, and we're going to go to find that delay. So that'll be inside of our blocks primes, and then blocks, and then we go to rounds. We found some delay. So I'm going to bring in that delay. I'm going to lay it on top just so we can try to hear what that sounds like. We've introduced some modulation as well with envelopes to really give us that emphasis in effect. So I'm going to layer in some delay for both of our layers of our oscillator, of our sound, and of our modular build, that is. And pretty cool. Something from Dune. Let's manipulate that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to activate the 8-step sequencer. It hasn't been hooked up yet. So I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to connect it to our pitch inputs for our second part of our oscillator, second part of our modular build, and I'm going to activate it. So let's do that. Let's use the external clock of Ableton. There's our second part of our sound. So we can record something like that in, straight into our DAW. And use it as a sample. So I'm going to do just that. Okay, let's go. Well, wrong track, so we're going to put it on track 38. And we're going to hit record. So we got a snippet of it. Let's see if this actually recorded correctly. I'm just going to go ahead and mute the plugin. Should have some audio here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's make this into loop. another loop. Okay, we can add a beat to this. We can add some more effects. I think I'm gonna add some more interesting sounds. Let's go into our plugins. Let's grab probably a Jupiter. Let's make some more textures. Okay, let's add in one more percussion element. See how this works out. Actually, I have another idea. I'm gonna add in a contact player. Gonna bring in some tribal sounds from there. They more represent the theme of, let's say, something from Dune. I'm gonna bring in some Middle Eastern instruments, maybe a darbuka. Or we can try a piano. So okay, it's getting there. Let's see. Okay, not liking that. So I'm going to add in another melody. Okay, let's make that a little bigger, and let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna double the loop. Okay, let's fix that. Gonna add one more contact instrument just to finish it out with this little loop that we're doing. Maybe some drums. But very loose drums. So gonna bring in two of these just to make a simple beat. Start from the beginning. Okay. Okay. Let's do that again. Let's quantize this stuff up and see what we got. Not liking that one. Gonna take it out. I think every other one. Okay, so there we have it. We've created that scape. We've created that mood and that motion. We've started off the vibe of the, let's say, tribal rhythms, alien textures. Hopefully you can take it from there and you've learned something, got some inspiration from this session. And there's a few takeaways you can take away from the actual sound design side of building out a beat. So that was me in Reaktor, just patching together the basic structure of our sound and using that sound in a production. So that was our basic sound, which was just this. There's just this. This is our basic sound. So it sounds a little bit like ancestral tech. So hopefully this can assist you, inspire you to create something with your sound design. And that's all I had for today's session. If you want to see more sound design like this, be sure to tune in to the stream. We stream every night, or we stream weekly. And I'll see you in the next stream. Peace out.